Alright, guys, welcome back to another recap. A new week today, and finally have 5 trading days in this week. Last week we only had 4 trading days, Labor Day on Monday, but this week 5 days. And so far, starting off the week with a green day. Not the best green day, not the smallest green day, just my average green days in this market. And that's okay, I mean, there was a little bit better opportunities this week than last week, or at least today. A little bit continuation on some. I'm still seeing some stocks currently back up. I'm done trading though. I missed two good plays today that I was in early. I was in heavy, 15,000 shares. The other one I saw it and I thought about it and never executed on it. But I'll go over those here in a second. So $500 today. And guys, if you enjoy these recaps, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell if you want to see me trade live. And leave a comment down below, right? So promote this video, make the algorithm promote it to more people as well. So all you got to do is just shoot a comment down there. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you traded. Let me know how much profit you made. If you watch me live, let me know how I can improve my lives, what you didn't like about my lives, what did you learn about my lives, anything. Just get to the point where I recognize your name as well. I like knowing who's watching, who's constantly watching my recaps, who's hitting the thumbs up, who am I helping? Because I recognize these names. I recognize them on live stream, on my comments and stuff. And if you ever need anything, either way, ask me down below. But if you do want to watch me trade live, hit that notification bell right here on YouTube, and you should go live or over on tradecaster.com because that is where the majority of the people are watching me and are pretty active over there. So that, and then I just started TikTok as well. I have no idea how that's gonna work. I have a feeling I might just get restricted from it, but we'll see how it goes. My account's already on warning for a bunch of violations, which I don't understand how TikTok works, man. And if I get this account deactivated, I'm gonna be pretty upset because I've worked so hard on TikTok, and honestly, without TikTok, I wouldn't have a lot of you guys here. I think. So, there's another comment. Let me know how you found me. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Tradecaster. How did you get to me? All that. But I'll stop rambling on. Let me get my recap out of the way. A lot of you guys probably don't want to see me ramble on, so I try to make my recaps pretty fast. So let's go over that first trade, the INM trade, where I thought I for sure was up $800, and I did go back and look at it, and I did. I thought I had a bad fill on the way in, but actually the fill was fine. If you go back to my live trade, this thing had a put in a high of 1549, and I was looking at the 1550 break. So stock gets rejected, kind of makes a bottom, and then starts scrolling back up. And at this point, I'm thinking all the shorts that shorted that first initial pop are trying to get a view out crap are going to get stuck into a red to green move, and this is going to rip to new highs. So rips up, not consolidates, holds that move. New candle opens. I clicked the punch button at that candle there, waiting for that break of 550. And when I did this live, you know how on Thinkorswim the green line stays where your order goes? It literally like moved up as price moves, moving up all the way up to like $16, and I was like, that was a terrible fill. I filled partial low that share up at $16, and I tried looking at my trades, but it wouldn't show it to me. So I went back here now and I looked at it, and it says 1550 was my highest fill. So I punched it where I needed it to. I got my orders where I wanted them, and I got the move. On that move, straight up to 16, I mean, you're talking about 50 cents on 1,500 shares. If I get 10 cents on 1,500 shares, that is $1,400, $1,500. Half of that was $800. And on that recap that I went back and watched, I was up 800 at the most. I punched the exit button to sell, got a bad fill. It created a pretty obvious topping tail. It didn't continue going high, so I got out like 1370s. Actually, here it is: 13, 75, 64, 61, 62, 61, 66. So all throughout that range. On that trade, I only made $264 after being up 600. I missed 800 on that, but it happened so fast. There was no way I could have captured it. I only walked out with $264 loss. Then I came back and scalped this one with very small share size. I will say, all day long I was like, INM. I don't think this is the stock of the day. I don't think INM has it. I don't think INM is going to keep grinding up. I think the stock is going to flush, and it's going to flush very hard on one of these breakouts. And it tried it a couple times. I think here was one of the times where somebody wants to be my friend. I think it was right here where this thing popped up, instantly triple topped it, and then it went boom. At that point, I was like, it's flushing, it's flushing, it's flushing, and it just dipped down and then recovered back to new highs, and it just wouldn't quit. So this is one that definitely surprised me, shocked me, did not expect this, but finally I was like, you know what, maybe this is it. Let me get a quick scalp. Small share size, still scared that flush. Finally got 1950, kind of double top, curled back up, couldn't break 1950, and then it kind of tanked and still fading down. Because it's still holding its move, maybe this is one that goes not parabolic, that goes sideways for the rest of the day. Maybe goes up power hour, or maybe it gives us a trade tomorrow. So this is definitely going to be on watch tomorrow, as long as it keeps holding VWAP or doesn't fade right away. But that was my trades on that one. 341 technically was my biggest winner of the day right there. Kind of a lucky trade there, and then $100 scalp there, and completely left all this alone. Now, the trade that didn't work for me, and I was getting ready to destroy the stock, was NRBO. NRBO price wasn't really interested in this one, and then it started popping up. And right here, I'm like, okay, you're trying to reclaim VO up, but then I see this volume here, right? This candle, this volume, look at that volume there, and it starts pulling back. Starts pulling back, low volume. I'm like, you know what? VO up, or kind of this pivot here, I'm in. I want to see if we get a high of day break on this one, and 50 cents break, hold, and then up to high of day, which was 59, almost 60 cents. Pulls back down, I buy. Okay, 5,000 shares was my first buy, and then pulls back down again. On that one, I tried buying again, but I got a higher fill, like up here, 46 something. It said 46.01, and I had bought at 45, so barely a little bit of higher fill. Pulls back down again, buy again. So now I am really accumulating on the stock. Misty, I'm really accumulating on the stock. I am deep with 15,000 shares, and every little pop here, I think I was up to 300, but I mean, it's barely moving, right? It's moving one penny, two pennies at the most. Um, and you know, 1 minute goes by, 2 minutes goes by, 3 minutes goes by, 4 minutes goes by, 5 minutes goes by, and I'm like, this is not going. This is not opening. It's not ripping. I don't want to catch a flush. It's still pretty early in the day. I'm gonna take 5,000 now to minimize my risk. So I take out 5,000 there. Um, and you know, I'm not looking to exit the trade at this point. At this point, I was like, if it goes, I might just ride it with less shares. But I wanted a quick scalp, 15,000 shares, and let's go now. But it wasn't doing that. So I was like, I have to protect my capital. I'm not just going to get flushed on with big share size. So let me take 5,000 out. And then next candle starts forming, and I take them out again. I think I sold some higher up, 47, 42. So maybe a little bit of profit on those. And then the last ones I stopped out at 46.3. So a little bit of profit on those. But I was not trusting it at this point. It consolidated a little too much for what I wanted. I kind of wanted to go up, pull back, tap it, and then go. So I got fully out of that trade there. 15,000 shares, and then 5 minutes later, stock goes from 45 cents all the way up to 56 cents. That right there is 10 cents. 10 cents on 15,000 shares. That's another $1,500 trade. And I let it go. I didn't even keep 1,000 shares just for the heck of it to see if it broke out. Oh well. The next one is going to be a little bit hard. I got a lot of resistances here, so I guess let me try to take them out here. That one is important. That one's important. This one is that pivot. I'll leave that there. So I noticed this downtrend. So kind of high there of pre-market, and then kind of comes back, and I want to put it with these three. So touches those three there, kind of stumbles around that there. Not the wicks are not that accurate, but you can see the candle closings are. So it breaks over, but look at those candle closes closing right at it, and then breaks out of this downtrend. So 1, 2, 3 touches, breaks out of it, and this thing flags right above it. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was so distracted with all my chats going on, people asking me questions, talking here, talking there, watching this dog or whatever. At this point I was almost pretty much on the day, like kind of done. I mean, this is at 11 a.m. I've hardly been trading for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And so I didn't watch it, but this thing flagged right after breaking a pretty big downtrend the whole day, right? And flagged right here. And I wanted to get this downtrend. I wanted to get this snipe down here. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, if you're still watching now, say bless you down in the comments, and I'll say thank you. Oh gosh. Anyways, then I missed my entry there, so now I'm looking for just a breakout trade, right? So I'm looking for the dips first. If I miss a dip, then obviously a breakout. Before I used to be just a breakout trader, but now I'm trying to find the dips as well, so that's helping. So on this one, then I just decided to go for a breakout trade here. High was 59, so I was looking for a breakout of 59. Punched it in right before 57.99, almost 58, and then take it out at 59. A little bit maybe on the other side, 58, 59. Sold too early on that one. Did not expect that move from 59 all the way up to 80. That's another 20 cents there, but did not expect that at all. And I did play a little bit smaller size because it is a breakout trade. So on this one down here, I'm adding the dip, buying as low as possible. Risk to reward makes more sense, so I'm jumping in 5,000 for my initial and 15,000 total. Here, breakout trade, I can get flushed out. It could be a false breakout or anything like that. So I don't want to catch a bigger loss. So I added a little bit of profit on that one. Now I don't know exactly. Let's see if it breaks it down for me. So it looks like this trade here was like $30-$40, and this trade right here was the remaining of that, so about $100. And that's pretty much it. Those were all my trades today. I took one on PXMD for like $3. Looks like $3.50. And this stock, I mean, look at this stock. Made a nice move. This is the stock. Now I remember PXMD. I just did not like the stock. This stock was so heavy throughout this whole area. 440 and 450 was being shorted a lot. We could not get a break over 440, and then when we did, we touched 450 and then pulled back. Not until this clean breakout here did we have a nice run, but by that point I just did not trust the stock, didn't see this coming, and I was done streaming too, so I went and grabbed a bite of lunch, breakfast throughout this move here. Just didn't like the stock. But that's it for today's recap, guys. Pretty simple, pretty clean trades. Only traded 39,000 volume, and 15,000 of that was just on that NRBO play right there. So really made $500 on less than 20,000 shares traded, and that's pretty good. 6 trades total. So that's going to be it for this recap, guys. If you have any questions, just comment down below. If you like the recap, just hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see me trade live, then hit that notification bell. And I go live every morning 15 minutes before market opens. So it's different on whichever time frame you live in, but that's 8:30. Market opens at 8:30 for me, so I'm usually live 8:15 Central Time mornings. So that's it for this recap, guys, and I will see you guys on the next one.